Do you think it's unattractive that if young boys, men get therapy?
No, not at all. If you need help, it's okay to get help.
Would you still date a guy if he told you he was sexually abused and he needed to get help? Would you still date him?
Yeah, definitely. And I would try my best to help that person out as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. There is no reason to feel shame about getting therapy. It helps everyone. I think if you feel like you need it, you should absolutely go and seek it.
Yeah, there's no weakness in getting therapy.
No.
Would you think a man was unattractive if he told you he was getting therapy for being abused?
Definitely not. I think
Absolutely
it would be attractive, I think.
It definitely would be.
Yeah,
it goes to show that they're trying to, yeah, totally. Yeah, that they're trying to help and like fix their problems. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you think it's unattractive for young men to get help for abuse?
Not at all. If you're abused, definitely seek help and helps keep you happy.
Would you date a man if he told you that he was sexually abused but he needed help? Would you support him?
Certainly. I mean, it's abuse.
It's
It's a great addition. Nothing to be ashamed about at all.
And it doesn't make them
make them any less of a man or
there you go.
any less dateable, any less masculine. I mean, definitely.
Do you think that's unattractive for a young man to get help if he's been abused?
No, I think it's incredibly classy for a young man to seek out help for himself.
I think it shows real bravery and courage for a guy to go and ask for the help and get what is best for him, and it'll make him a better person, and we just want good men. Yep.
Would you date a guy if he told you he was sexually abused and he needed help?
Yeah. I'd be there for him. I'd be supportive and willing.
Support as much as he needed it.
And what do you think, dear?
Do you think it's unattractive for a man who's been abused in the past to get help?
Oh, not at all. I think if they were abused in the past, that it's good for them to get help so that they can be better in their future and they can eventually, recover and become a stronger person when they come out of it. I think that's really important, and that's attractive to a girl. So, like a strong man who's, overcome stuff that's been hard in his life. That's really, attractive.
Are you in support of young men who have been abused, sexually abused, or domestic violence victims? Do you support them going into therapy, and why?
I think definitely. I feel like anyone that's been experienced abuse should talk to someone. I feel like it's wrong, no matter what you've been through.
Do you think that this social stigma of males being abused should be broken, and that it's a good thing for society?
Definitely. I feel like anyone who has been abused, male or female, should feel like they should be able to come forward and ask for help. I feel like there's nothing wrong with it.
Do you think that men who were sexually abused or domestic violence victims should go get help, and why?
Yes, if they were victims and they feel like it's influenced their life in a negative aspect, I would say that it would probably be opportune for them and everyone around them to go seek help for it. But I know people, really close to me that have been abused, and they've been able to overcome that situation and use that as a reason, as a precipice to not repeat that to someone else.
Now, if your boyfriend told you that he was abused and he wanted to get help, would you still date him?
Yeah, I would. And I would show him the right way to abuse somebody.
Yeah. Now, if your boyfriend came to you and said that he was sexually abused at one time, would you still date him? Would you encourage him to get help, or how would you react to that?
I have been in a similar situation, so personally I think that I have dealt with that. Though it may not be apparent in this stage, I've always encouraged the people in my life who I've known to be in this situation to seek out some sort of help to talk about it, because I think it will definitely impact one way or another at some point of time, whether it hasn't happened yet or if it will eventually happen. So I've always been encouraging, and it has happened in the past, and that's it.
Do you think it's made your relationship better with those people?
It's a better relationship. I think it obviously makes a more intimate relationship knowing those things. I think sometimes it comes across as baggage, which is very negative like that's a negative aspect to have because every family has problems. My family has its own problems. I think that just being there, listening, and helping that other person can really grow a relationship and strengthen someone, especially if you care about them enough to grow, and I think it's important, yeah.
There was a little boy waiting for his treat. He didn't know any other way. All he knew was to be in pain every day. He was told that it's all his fault. The man who abused him not only broke his heart, yeah, he destroyed his life. Oh, the little boy never did stand a chance to be free. Boy grew up building his wall of protection. He didn't trust anyone anymore. He started messing around with drugs and alcohol in the hope to be released from his pain. The man who abused him not only broke his heart, yeah, he destroyed his life.